16 strangest and craziest couple ever we know about. Hi, are you married or going to get married? That's nice. But did you ever feel that you will be the strangest and craziest couple ever? Really? Check this out. 16 craziest and strangest couple ever we know about. Number 1. She's half of his height, Joelison Fernandes da Silva, who is 7 feet 8 inches tall, Brazil's tallest man, and believed to be the third tallest man in the world. Developed gigantism as a child, and which forced him to drop out of his school, and then refused to leave the family house for years, until he met Eva Mendoris, a 5 feet tall. She connected to him on Facebook to wish him happy birthday. They swapped their numbers before starting a committed relationship months later. And are you questioning how they live? They say she's very caring, she doesn't show it off when the cameras are here. But she's caring and truthful. She has never lied to me. Number 2. Age difference 53 years between the couple? Yeah. This 9-year-old Saneie Masilela has become world's youngest groom for the second time after marrying 62-year-old woman. Dressed in a silver tuxedo, baby-faced Saneie clutched the hand of HELEN SHABANGU. The ceremony where guests shared a piece of cake took in front of her long-term husband. Saneie Masilela tied knot to HELEN SHABANGU, who already is a mother of 5. Saneie said he married Helen in accordance with the wishes of his dead ancestors, a message his family took seriously. They provided Helen with £500 and paid £1,000 further for their celebrations. As Saneie and his bride did not sign a marriage certificate, they don't have to live together. Saneie's mom said that it was just a ritual to avert the calamities of God and not legally binding. So both have gone to their normal lives. Number 3. Here is the Hollywood's most preserved wedding. Woody Allen, the Hollywood writer turned actor, initially was married to Mia Farrow. Actress Mia Farrow adopted a 7-year-old Saneie while she was married to Andrew Previn in 1978. But sadly, the couple split up in 1979. Saneie was just 9 years old, despite of Woody Allen being her stepfather, since the roughly the age of 9 that apparently did not stop him from starting an affair. With the impression will grow when she was around 21 years old in 1992. By 1997, Woody Allen and his stepdaughter got married, and the disturbing match remains married to this day. Woody Allen, in the recent interview, told about his 45-year-old Saneie. She was an orphan in the streets of Korea, living beside the trash cans. I provided her with many opportunities. Number 4. Have you ever thought of marrying world heavyweight title holder? A 6-foot tall woman, Chyna Bell, had found her love in her doting partner Anton Kraft, who holds a record of bodybuilder title. Basically, Chyna Bell, a transgender woman, had fallen in love with 4-foot 4-inch Raf, the only man in the world to lift as much as 4 times of his weight, and refuses to date anyone who is more than a foot taller than him. Bell, who confesses that she was hesitant when he first asked her out. When she was asked by the reporters, she said that, "I think Anton's weightlifting was so sexy because I think he's sexy. When you hold a world heavyweight title, that means a lot." When the same was asked to Kraft, "I enjoy dating transgender women because she was born a male and is doing utmost to become as feminine as possible." Number 5. Fitness freaks CRISTY 44 and Dean 50 met through a dating website. This couple, who loves bodybuilding, runs a website called fitnessswingers.com for couples like them who are both religious and fans of keeping fit. CRISTY, who prayed to God for being arrested in drunken drive case, from then he had been a devotee of God. The adventurous pair believes God fully approves of their lifestyle choice. As CRISTY states, God put them on earth to breathe and enjoy each other. You can't get closer to someone than having sex with them. While Dean makes an argument that God put us here to know, he actually did not say that word. He said that God has put me here to spread his words, and our lifestyle community is a great way to do it. Number 3. Imagine your husband to be an animal who always follows you. MANGLI MUNDA of India, who is 18 years old, was married to a street dog Sheru. Unhappy MANGLI was from a remote part of eastern India, was told by the village elders that marrying a confessed canine would ward off an evil spell. A local guru who told her parents the teenager possessed ill luck that marrying a man would bring destruction to the family and her community. The baffled dog, Sheru, was brought to the wedding in a chauffeur-drove car and welcomed by the revelers. A hesitant bride said, "I am marrying a dog because the village elders believe that my evil spell will be passed on to the dog. My villagers say many girls like me have followed the ritual and they have gotten rid of evil spells and are living happy lives now." Said MANGLI also added that, "I will marry a man one day. It's my dream of every girl to marry a Prince Charming. So I am also waiting for my prince." Number 7. Do you ever thought of having multiple wives? A 60-year-old pastor who was also a polygamist recently married 19-year-old Rebecca Kaffout. Thomas Miller, who was a pastor, had married 6 women. Miller said that polygamy was his Christianity life and that he had found 20 years ago in a prison. Belinda, 44, was his first wife, described Tom as the love of her life, making 19-year-old Rebecca Kaffout his second. Recently, Daily Mail Online has discovered Belinda was number 5 and Reba was his 6th wife. Miller, who has left the trial of furious women and abandoned children in his wake. Miller has 12 children who refer to him as their bio dad. Number 8. Would you like to marry someone 7 foot tall? Love, as they say, has no limits, nor does it have any height restrictions. With a combined height of nearly 13 feet and 11 inches, Sun Mingming of China and his wife Zuyan have been certified as the world's largest couple by International Franchise for its 2016 edition book. The couple married 2 years ago in Beijing, and both of them, not surprisingly, are athletes. Sun, 33-year-old, plays basketball while his wife, 29-year-old, plays handball. The pair has admitted that everyday tasks such as traveling by car or plane can be difficult, but Sun and Zhu are used to their daily struggle. Number 9. Meet the world's shortest couple. The pair, measuring under 70 inches in height combined, had their records verified by Guinness World Records at St. Thomas's Hospital in central London. Katusha Hosino and Paulo Gabriel de Silva Barros, who stand at 35.2 inches and 34.8 inches respectively, have got engaged after 80 years. Social media brought them together. Paulo and Katusha have been officially crowned the world's shortest couple. Paulo, 30, popped a question in front of her friends during sushi dinner. Katusha, 27, made sure that he wasn't joking before accepting with a huge grin on her face. They started speaking on MSN Messenger 10 years ago, but the things did not originally go to the plan for Paulo as Katusha blocked him for being annoying. But luckily enough for Paulo, Katusha randomly decided to press unblock button a year and a half later, allowing him to start again in his pursuit. Number 10. Meet the husband, wife and lover living under the same roof. When mom of 2, Maria Badurski, left her husband Paul for another man, she did not realize how much she did miss him. At the same time, she could not imagine living without her new lover, Peter GRUMAN. So when the two men struck up with an extraordinary friendship, she came up with a perfect solution, and then she moved Peter into family home at Barking, East London. Now Maria, 33, and Paul, 37, their 2 children Laura and Amy, with Peter, 36, lives as one big family. They all moved in together after 3 years of Maria toing and froing between her husband and lover. Peter sleeps on sofa while Maria has a room upstairs which is shared with her elder daughter, and Paul has a room on upstairs. The 3 of us never shared a bed. Although I have sexual relationships with each man, that side was kept very private. Number 11. Long-term relations are good, of course, Let us see here a couple with long-term relationship. A loyal Chinese couple who are now both over 100 years old and are still very much in love after a long-lasting marriage of 96 years and counting. Wei Qishu at age of 102 and Wei BASAO at the age of 103. Wei BASAO was orphaned when she was just 6 years old, leaving her and her brother to fend for themselves. She was then given to another family in the part of old tradition arrangement where she would later marry one of their family's sons. BASAO remembers her wedding to Wei Qishu. In the evening we had dinner with all the family elders and we were married. They ended up having 5 sons and a daughter, who now will visit their elderly parents when possible. Number 12. Never late to love. If you think time is running out to find your soulmate, these two prove you are never too old to find love. Centurion RAF veteran George KIRBY has finally married his 91-year-old girlfriend of 27 years after they tied the knot, making them the oldest pair of newlywed in the world. George also celebrated his 103rd birthday. He wed DOREEN LUCKIE in Eastbourne in front of 50 guests and a representative from Guinness World Records. Together, the newlyweds have combined age of 194 years and 281 days. A representative from Guinness Book of World Records presented them a record of oldest couple to get married. Number 13. Is car your love? Know about a person who had sex with cars and married VW Beetle. One relationship sure to turn a few heights is that a 65-year-old Edward Smith and his 1974 VW Beetle Vanilla. Smith, a mechaphile, which means he is sexually attracted to machines, first began his unusual fondness of cars at the age of 15. Since then, he claimed to have sex over with 700 cars before settling him down with lifelong love Vanilla. That's armor all. Smith assures the reporters that he only gets intimate with the car on his own private property. As he says, I am very respectful not to be seen in public. I was greeted every morning with my truck Ginger, while Smith says he does find cars more appealing than women. In almost every way, he does admit, I would say it extremely satisfying but at times a little monarchy because she cannot talk to me, but overall I feel she is what I want and it's intense. Number 14. Have you thought of being Barbie and Ken? 2 years ago, university student ANASTASIA RESKOSS, 20, met mobile phone shop owner Quentin Deher, 23, at a party. The meeting was to change their lives forever. Not only did they fall in love, but they encouraged each other to change themselves via cosmetic surgeries to look like idols Barbie and Ken. To date, they have spent nearly 21,000 pounds in their pursuit of plastic perfection on the procedures including nose jobs, butt implants, cheek filters and veneers, with even more surgery planned. Number 15. From girls to men. 17-year-old Sam and 20-year-old Evan are a gay male couple, but underneath their clothes they have female bodies. What makes this story so exceptional is that they are both in the process of changing their bodies from male to female at the same time. This film follows their gender journey and prejudice they encounter along the way, including humiliation and fear they suffered from having eggs thrown at them as they walked to the bus stop. The story of how Sam and Evan met and fell in love and embarked on a remarkable transgender journey together to transform their bodies from girls to men. Number 16. MAGDI couple. Sounds funny? Where do you prefer your wedding reception place? Can I suggest? A fast food restaurant? What? No. Did you ever imagine your wedding in a fast food restaurant? Guess what? There is a couple who did their wedding reception in MAGDI. This couple, along with 30 guests and their 3-year-old daughter, celebrated their nuptials with a Mac and fries. They might be the first and last couple to hold their reception in MAGDI. McDonald's not only offered to close half a restaurant for the occasion, but also decorated free of charge. Please subscribe this channel for more entertaining and interesting videos. Don't forget, subscribe now.